What's going on, y'all? Grind to Motivate back in this thing again, man, with another video. And today I wanted to weigh in on the whole Sneako getting banned off of YouTube and several other platforms. I think he got banned off of Twitter and maybe one other, but I'm not sure exactly where they are. I'm going to find out a little later in the video. But I'd like to, to see what you guys think about Sneako getting banned. Did he deserve it? Do you really care about his content? Are you really hit about it? I personally think that Sneako got banned from hanging with Andrew Tate and pretty much being Andrew Tate Jr., if you want to keep it a buck. I think, he took what he thought Andrew Tate says and then he put it on steroids. Like, it's like, I guess it would be like when, like somebody has like a big brother or somebody has a father or somebody that they really like, whatever that person thinks, they probably take that and they escalate it times 10 because they think that big brother figure or that father figure will like it. I think that's what Sneako did, because it's like before that he wasn't a red pill manosphere guy. He was a philosophical dude that just walked around talking about little stuff and interviewing folks on the street. But I guess he saw all the simps out here. All y'all guys that's following Sneako talk about some, dude, you changed my life, you're pathetic. Because there's no way he really changed your life by saying some regular things that he says. You're just pathetic. You need to go out here and talk to some people that's right around the corner instead of going to Sneako for advice. But I don't really care for Sneako. But at the same time, I don't know. I guess it's freedom of speech. But at the same time, also you got to play by YouTube's rules. YouTube is not out here freedom of speech shouting. They out here like, hey, you can't say this, you can't say that, or you have to get off of our private platform. And that's unfortunately the rules. But Sneako thinks he seems to think he's above all that kind of stuff.
A privilege to be mixed nowadays. White people, I'm sorry, but me and the Tates, if we were saying the shit that we're saying, and we were white, do you know how much quicker it would be to shut the shit down, call us a Nazi, alt-right, Trump supporter, and just be banned? Bro, they're so mad. How funny is it that Lasanabi and H3H3 are white and L3L3 are white, and they so badly, you know how badly they want to use that? How badly they want to pull the, and they can't. What you gonna do? What you got, incel? Misogynist, homophobic? It's like, okay, all right, you gotta be a fucking idiot, fucking lefty wokey to believe that shit.
And that video right there was just one small example of why I think Sneako was getting a little bit too big for his britches. It's like, bro, just because you're mixed doesn't mean you can just say whatever the hell you want to say. I don't really care for people that think like that. I think it's very stupid, low IQ thinking, as Sneako would say himself, or a lot of y'all YouTube jokers that copy off, the phrases he says. Low IQ thinking. Like, he's talking about Andrew Tate and how all of these other little leftist dudes, if they heard them saying the things, they wanted to so badly to accuse him of racism, but they couldn't accuse him. It's like, bro, Andrew Tate passes as a white man. If Andrew Tate did not show his dad or talk about his dad or talk about his grandma on his black side or talk about his cousins on his black side, nobody would know that Andrew Tate is a black dude or a mixed dude. Nobody would know that at all. And that's partly why more people are accepting of Andrew Tate, because he's a white passing dude. So there's that. And then Sneako sitting up here talking about, we can say whatever we want to say. No, you can't say whatever you want to say. I think Sneako was white and Asian. Somebody said it in the comments on that very video right there. I thought originally he was a Blasian dude, but he's white and Asian, and it kind of makes sense.
It's so flat.
Man, he got an Asian dude nose too.
It's so big and flat. That's
man,
white.
he got an Asian dude nose. Asian people be having flat noses sometimes.
Come on, stop blaming it on other races
man.
Because you don't like him.
That's
what you always do. We call him
we're not claiming
Asian guy
Sneako.
you don't like him.
We're not claiming Sneako out here in the streets.
You can't just believe in any comment other people say.
We're not claiming
Sneako. That's
Sneako.
right, he's white.
We're not claiming Sneako.
Man.
We're not claiming him. But anyway, man, I don't agree with that kind of stuff. Sneako, you need to shut your ass up when you saying some crazy stuff like, you said the whole thing about, blacks and Asians. I guess you were part of the silly media of the silly mainstream media that was basically painting blacks as the main culprit for Asian hate crimes. And you guys were all sitting up trying to say that crackheads and criminals are what represents the everyday black man, when if you ask me and any other black dude, there's never been anybody walking around talking about, man, I can't wait to fuck up goddamn, what's her Asian name, Asian? I don't know. somebody Asian. I can't wait to fuck up Lee Young. Goddamn, like nobody's ever thinking about that. Most of the time, black people are pretty friendly with Asians. Even if they're not as friendly with us, they might be in the hood, you know, talking trash to us at the store. But for the most part, very friendly to Asians. Nobody's running around thinking about how they want to take down Asians and do them wrong. If anything, it would be them other folks. But, you know, we a little too scared to do that too, unfortunately.
Stab some Asian dude, bro, for no reason, bro.
Exactly, for no reason.
I'm not saying there is a reason. I never said you were racist.
No.
My whole point is that the people are not truthful about who's doing the crimes. I'm not saying blacks have it out for Asians. I'm saying
that's what you. Well, first you said all the crimes are done by black people.
I'm not saying, not because it's inherent racism. It's because Asians are easy targets and black people are go-getters. Asians are the easy fucking target in that scenario. Crackhead sees some easy fucking victim.
Here's the thing: if we were living in Oklahoma, where
we're not. This is New York. This is what's happening.
I'm saying, like, the point that you're bringing up, the fact that they are black people insinuates that the reason it's happening has to do with the fact that they are black. When in fact, I believe it's because these are people who are on drugs. These are criminals. These are poorly educated.
It's not because they're black, but it's black people doing it.
I mean, because.
So I couldn't find the original video of Sneako when he was saying that, you know, the Asian hate crimes were being committed mostly by black people and we're at fault. But, you know, I found that one. And what Don was saying to Sneako right there was actually spot on. Sneako was literally trying to paint all black people as, you know, just criminals and crackheads and all that kind of stuff. Like a good example that Don said. So black people in Oklahoma are just running around here automatically ready to go and throw down and get some gang violence and sell some drugs, huh? That's what he's basically saying. Shout out to Edge gaming out in Oklahoma. We know he ain't doing none of that mess. But yeah, that's pretty much what Sneako was saying. And that's what the mainstream narrative was, that these little crackheads and these little criminals are what they think all black people are. And that's why I didn't like the mainstream media. And that's why I don't like Sneako, because you're sitting up at this platform of 1 million followers and you're sitting up saying all these things all at the same time while you're dressing like us and dating black women and doing all this other kind of stuff, thinking like, you know, you got a little flavor and sauce to you. Bruh, go on, dress up, you know, put you some Sperry's on in a polo and get the hell on out of here, bruh. But
I have
what
a question.
you got? Yeah.
But you know how the society is so divided based on race?
Yeah.
So if there are so many junkies and criminals on the street and they happen to be black,
yeah,
who should be responsible for this? There are so many black teenagers running on the street committing crimes. Aren't the black households, like the family they came from, supposed to be responsible for that? That's just what I feel like. So that's why we're addressing this as...
So who's... Okay, well, what about like the crackheads and all that too?
They're crackheads, but they came from somewhere, right? It's like, who should be responsible for all these crimes then?
There's white crackheads out here in Asian
Yeah, but I'm just
too.
saying the ones that committed those criminals targeting Asian old ladies, they have, a lot of them happen to be young teenagers, and they're black. And what happened to their family education? Who's supposed to take care of? Like, they need to be punished.
Don brought up the stats, and it was mostly white people that was doing the crimes.
The ones I saw the videos about, based on region too.
That's the mainstream media. They showed only us.
No, I did not watch mainstream media. I watched this one tiny Instagram post that actually reports daily on San Francisco.
That's part of the media. That's part of the media.
But I'm just saying, is like, people need to take care of these crimes. We can't just argue like, oh, that's not part of us. It's not black people. We didn't do any
That's
shit.
Not part of us. So you think
who should take these people off the street?
All black people are inherently criminals and crackheads?
So who's gonna... No, I never said that. See, you're putting words in my mouth.
That's kind of what you're saying.
Because you're being very sensitive right now. I'm not blaming black people for this. I'm saying, who should be responsible for this then? Because the society is so divided. For example, if the black people is being treated racist against, if white people are treating black people racist, right? We don't care if they're junkies or not. We're just gonna be like, oh, white people are racist as fuck. And someone's gonna blame them, and then maybe because they're police or whatever, someone's gonna take the responsibility and get them fired, get them right, get them straight. But obviously we're not doing this right now. So I'm just saying, who should be responsible for all these crimes that's still happening? We've been talking about this over a year. It's been 2 years, but it's not getting any better.
So
who's
going
to be responsible for this?
How long do you think it's been going on like this? How long do you think it's been going on like this?
It's been years. It's just Asian people never spoke up because we were told, don't speak up. And now we are seeing how terrible this situation is and has been. So who's going to take care of this? Who's going to make the change to it? Nobody is. So we're still being targeted.
So
just
then
like how
at the same time that you're saying that, so they exploded the media. And now they're making it look like overdrive for black people to be doing it.
But that's the point. You know, like, you guys are shifting the topic to, oh, you're targeting black people. But no, this is not about black people committing it or not. We don't care. It's about Asian people being targeted, Asian senior people being targeted. That's the issue. That's something we want to resolve. So let's like, don't let other people sway this discussion to be like, oh, are black people the criminals now? White people wants to put that narrative in there. We don't. We want to fix this shit. We want to make sure that our seniors can walk on the street freely without being targeted.
And black people aren't saying that. They're not saying that at all. They're not saying like, oh man, we don't care about no Asian. Like I said earlier,
so that's what I'm saying. This whole discussion
black people
is
like
stupid.
Asian people. We like Asian people, even if they don't like us. We like everybody.
This whole discussion is stupid. Why are we even talking about this? We should be focusing on how to get these criminals off the street. That should be the main discussion. I don't understand why so many YouTubers are talking about.
Also, we should be talking about who's out here putting the media out like that. They need to get put off the street too, if you ask me. But let's go.
I want to show you something. They played my stream in the Senate. They played my stream in the Senate. They're watching this stream right now. There's government officials watching this. Let me show you. I'm not crazy. They played it in the fucking Senate. To limit the spread of the hateful, dangerous, and extremist content that has motivated. He said hateful, dangerous, and extremist content that has motivated real world violence. Real world violence. It's just Nick Fuentes saying some stuff, and there's Destiny reacting to my panel. That's Nick, Dion, Abba, and me. He said something about the Jewish religion. He said something about Judaism, and I went, joking.
So that's probably one of the final clips that I thought of that Sneako had that might have, contributed to him being banned. He had that whole panel with Nick Fuentes, Abba, Gideon, and Destiny all up there. And you heard him at the end talking about some, it was just a joke, bro. It's just a joke. That's always how these kind of guys do it. They say, oh, it's a joke, bro. But, you're being racist, dog. It's not really that funny, bro. Just because you're trying to tell a joke doesn't mean you should be racist. I don't think so. At least I don't think so. But, yeah, that's what he was doing. He's trying to make the whole panel into a joke when it wasn't a joke. I mean, I'm not saying the Jewish thing was I don't know. That seemed like that just was a little joke to me, but I don't know. But, you literally had Nick Fuentes on there saying that black people had low IQ, black men beat on their women all the time, 100% of the time. He was spreading that around. And Sneako sitting up there laughing and kikiing and ha and talking about some, oh yeah, bro. Huh, Nick Fuentes is base. So, what are you spreading out here, dog? What are you saying? And then, I guess, he had to bring Nick Fuentes on there because Nick Fuentes is sitting up talking about some, yeah, I'm white and Mexican. I mean, pretty much kind of close to the same thing a little bit, right? Well, you're probably one of them white Mexicans. Because I know there's like probably a couple different types of Mexicans. You got the Mexicans that look like they mixed with the natives. You got the Afro Mexicans that's been rejected and sent off to the side of Mexico somewhere. We don't even know where. And then you got the white Mexicans. And I guess Nick Fuentes is obviously a white Mexican. He run around here looking like Canelo, ugly version of Canelo. But, he thinks it's okay because he's mixed with white and Mexican, not just a white guy. But it's not okay. That was not okay at all. And I think that was, that was one of the videos that the YouTube folks reviewed in the background was like, hey, bro, we don't really know about this. We can't have this out here because we just had Corey Kenshin saying that YouTube is used to racism and all this kind of stuff. We've got to delete Sneako somehow. So, that was probably one of the things that they did right there. So in conclusion, I think Sneako got banned because he was just going a little bit too far past the edge. He was copying Andrew Tate. Literally, he was dollar store Walmart Tate, like that dude playing with fire said before. And I think, it kind of came back to bite. And I don't know if he'll get on another platform or something like that. He might get on Twitch. Who knows? But, them folks, they be playing over there even harder than YouTube and all them other folks. So, ain't no telling. Well, looks like I spoke too soon. I went to Instagram. Luckily, Sneako still has that. And I saw this here. It says, Sneako, your Twitch account, Sneako Live, has been indefinitely suspended. So them folks ain't playing with him no matter where he goes. He's calling. They give him the whole little spiel at the bottom. Sorry, we couldn't allow it. We're keeping our community safe and you're not doing it. Even though we have girls having SE actuals on Twitch and they're getting away with it. We can't do it. So, yeah, we're not going to let you have it because everybody else said that you can't go. So, yeah, Twitch. But, yeah. So, yeah, it sucks that Sneako got banned on all these different sites that have nothing to do with each other. They're all ran by different people. But I guess since he got banned on one, they had to all follow. So, yeah, well, let's ban him. Let's ban him. But, well, I guess you can think of a good example. I guess a good example would be the EDP45 situation where he got banned off of every single platform because there's no excuse to be a pedophile. I think he absolutely deserved to be banned because on Instagram, you can be finding girls and be trying to talk to them. Twitter, trying to find girls. Twitch, you don't deserve to be up there no more because of what you talked about. YouTube, you don't deserve to be up there no more because of what you talked about and what you did. So I understand EDP's banning. As far as Sneako, though, I would say that, the things that I pointed out in this video, the clips about, him kind of, I guess, secretly making, I guess in a way, making divide with the whole race thing, the Asian hate situation. Also, him thinking that he's above the law because he's mixed race and he can say whatever the hell he wants to say. So he'll be saying some crazy bombastic things. Also, him trying to copy Andrew Tate, literally word for word and everything. His ideologies, like that dude playing with fire said, he's literally Walmart Tate. Ain't no questions about it, man. He tried to be Andrew Tate and hanging with Andrew Tate, and Andrew Tate is a marked man. You shouldn't be out here doing that. That wasn't a smart decision on you. You even went and did an Andrew Tate type of course. You was trying to copy him so hard. And speaking of Sneako trying to copy Andrew Tate so hard, he copied him so hard that people were giving him the nickname on the internet as the bottom G. Because, Andrew Tate calls himself the top G. Sneako is the bottom G, which sounds gay as hell if you ask me. But that's what they called him. And it makes me wonder, Sneako, since he pretty much made his whole life based off of social media and he has nothing else going for him. I don't know, he said he had editing skills and he mastered all this other crap and all this and that. I don't know if he could do that. But, he pretty much made his life off of social media. What's he going to do with himself now? Is he going to go out here and cut grass? Work at McDonald's? He also was a model. I forgot about that. He was a model. I don't know why the hell Sneako was a model. That joker looked funny to me. But, I guess he's going to have to go into modeling full time, man. Hopefully he bounces back. Otherwise, the bottom G is going to go bottom up in these streets, man. He going to be out here in these streets living in the cardboard box looking silly because he ain't got no type of real life skills but social media. What you got? You got something?
Yeah. But he's a type that seems, I would think he has some computing skills, like he's probably into tech and stuff. And he's pretty young, so you can pick it up pretty fast. I don't think that's the end for him.
It's not the end for him, but it's the end for this kind of clout and stuff that he's enjoying off of social media.
Yeah.
And that was his whole life. You got to think. I think the Joker said he started off making videos at like 13, 14. So, yeah, that's his whole life. You've been sitting here doing that. Now you got to sit here and try to do something. I think Fresh and Fit are going to keep having him on there. And I think that's going to lead to Fresh and Fit and them getting banned.
And he's close to Andrew Tate, and he?
Yeah, he joined the war room. Andrew Tate did a background check and knows his address and all this kind of stuff. So now I guess he's feeling some kind of way. Even though I think Andrew Tate would know his address if they're friends. I don't know, but yeah.
Does that sound like a friend's move? Do a background check on you and know your address? It sounds like a blackmailing.
You're right. You're right. It sounds a little scary.
That's why, again, I don't understand why so many people are worshipping Andrew Tate. It's like the things that he does just sound so sketchy to me.
Yeah. I know you dislike Andrew Tate times 10.
Don't you?
Do I dislike him times 10?
No. Do you like him?
I don't like him.
Exactly.
I'm indifferent about Andrew Tate.
I feel like if you're a normal person being with your own belief, you know what you're doing in life. You're a grown adult. You shouldn't be worshiping Andrew Tate. I love this guy. He's so right.
I don't look to Andrew Tate for the latest advice at all.
So I don't understand why people love him so much.
It's a bunch of retarded young kids and beta males with no direction of their own in life. And some of the things that he says are, kind of realistic.
It's common sense that you should be taught by your own father.
Yeah, but a lot of folks ain't got that.
So are people looking for a dad on Andrew Tate?
Yeah, they are.
Oh my God.
They are. It's unfortunate. But yeah, man. If I missed anything on as to why that I think Sneako got banned, go ahead and let me know. What are your reasons why you think he got banned? Do you think that he should even be banned? Did you love Sneako or not? Let me know all that down in the comments below. Of course, I appreciate y'all watching as usual. Have a great day. Don't be out here. I guess what's the 48 laws of power? Know who you're dealing with, and I guess don't offend the wrong person. Sneako felt like he was above the bridges, and that's the same thing that you can use this, at like maybe a job, or maybe you decide to get on YouTube one day. You can't just say anything. You can't just say anything. If it feels like it might be uncomfortable to everybody else, you feel like it might not hit for everybody else, you probably should just keep it to yourself. So I guess that would be the lesson in this video right here, man. But like I said earlier, appreciate y'all watching. Have a great day, and I'll see y'all next time.